Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section, the navbar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav links, skills, contact and download CV button. Then you can see the text and you can see the space between each and how they are aligned perfectly, and you can see the hover effect, and by using the border radius we are able to have this curve at the edges. It is a css. Then you can see how we aligned the frame boxes with three align on by using the position absolute. Next we have is our about section. You can see in the about section we have used ion icons. We have used them to display here, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the position. By using the position value, we are aligning the images one on the another, and how they are aligned at particular positions of the on the website. Then we have the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on it. Zoom in, and you can see the button here, view project button, and you can implement as many projects as you want. Then we have the my skills section, and by using the bar, this is done by using css and html, and by that we are able to showcase how much percentage of proficiency that we have in the particular uh, skill that we are in. You can see 95% in html, javascript 90%. This is one of the ways to showcase your skills by using html and css. We have done that. Now you can see the contact me form. You can see the focus, the background around the button, how neatly we have aligned it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, as well as we have integrated the ion icons into our website. You can see phone, email, and the hover effect on the email ID and mobile number. Then this is the terms and conditions, and to go back to the top, you can click on this button so that we will be moved back to the starting page. So we have this entire website is responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile and tab version. Let me show you that. So this is the desktop version that we have seen now, and now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how neatly they are aligned in the mobile screen size, based on mobile screen size, and you can see the menu bar here. This is the menu bar, and you can see how we are able to move from one tab to the another tab, that is one section to the another section, by clicking on the menu element. And we have you can see how the smooth animation effect, and everything is aligned perfectly. The source code is available in the description. If you want to create such amazing projects and learn web development, definitely try to visit the channel and try to build these projects on your own. The source code is also available for any queries. You can go through the source code and try to learn how I have aligned all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for creating such an amazing website. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching this. The full tutorials, line by line code explanations are available on my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's try to we'll go through line by line code. So this is the website that we are going to build. So now let's go through the index.html file. And you can see in the head section we have the meta tag for SEO purposes, and then we have the title tag for giving the title to the website, that is responsive box portfolio website. Then we have linked our fav icon, and we linked our style.css file to the style.css file using the link tag, and we have integrated linked Google API, Google static, and as well as font family, Google font family. opens, you can see here. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, we are right now we are in the header section. In the header section, we have the main container. That we have the logo by using the anchor tag and as well as h1 heading element. Then we have button tag for this is for the mobile version. That is for the menu icon. So when in the mobile version, we don't have lot space like the desktop version. So we will be hiding the menu bar, and we will call it into the website whenever we click on that menu button. So that menu outline button is here, and we have two buttons. One is menu outline button and other one is close outline button, which is the cross button to close the menu bar. Then we have the navbar. The navbar we have another list. Another list has list items. List item in each and every list item we have an uh, anchor tag with an hash reference to that particular section. So whenever we click on this home section, it will move to the home because here we will referred H reference is given to the home section. So such a way we have about portfolio skills contact and as well as download CV button. Then the header section completes here. So now we will go through the CSS. As we will go through the CSS too. Here we are in the CSS file. This is the root element. Root element is nothing but whenever what all the values that you want to reuse in the entire website, those values can be given here by giving them some name to it, and we can call this value by using the var element. Like you can see here, box shadow var mantic. So like that way you can call the values into your any section of the code. So default all the values can be given here by giving them some name. We have given colors, then font families, and then we have font sizes, then we have font width. FW means font width. Then we have radius. Then we have section padding, then shadow and transition effects. We have all of these values which we have given in here. Then we can go to the default values, that is margin is 0, padding is 0, box sizing is border box, and for every list item we have default list values, that is default it will have a dot in front of it or star or one value will be presented over there. So we don't want those list default values, default decoration values to be there. So then that is the reason we are using list style equal to none. Then we have anchor tag. For a similar way to the anchor tag, whenever you use in the website, we will color it, it will come in blue color and it will have an underscore. To remove those decoration styles, we use text decoration is none and color is inherent. Then we have for the anchor tag image span input strong button text area and ion icon displays block is given to them. And for the image height is auto. These are all default values that we will give to the any item that we are including in the website. For those, these are the default values. Next, ion icons are the one we are using in this website. For them, we are adding the color as white. You can see button input, text area, background is none, border is one, font is inherent. Then button, cursor pointer, text area as well as input width is 100% is given. Address, these are all our default values, font size, values. And for the body, this is the main body section. For that, we are giving background color and color, font size, line height. Line height is nothing but you can see in the home section the gap between each and every the gap between line to line is nothing but the line height. Then we have focus visible. WebKit scroll bar is nothing but how we can include the scroll bar also to your website. Like we have integrated this VS Code, you can see towards the right hand side we have a scroll bar, and by whenever we hover onto it, we can see the change in color that it will come to a little bit light color. That is nothing but WebKit scroll bar thumb hover. So whenever we hover, we will get light color on the scroll bar. Next we have is container. For that we are giving a padding line, and for the button we are taking color is white, then font family is given to it, font size, font weight, max weight is max content. So whatever the content size you can see here, higher means small content, so we have small information. The size of the button is small. Download CVs takes more space, so we have big sized button. That is how we give max width is equal to max content. So whatever the content is based on that, the value will be given to it. And border radius is 50 pixel, and you can see by giving border radius 50 pixel, we have curved edges to the buttons both at both ends. Then you can go button primary is blue in color and button primary blue hover. When we hover on into it, we get an orange color to it, and image cover values are given. Section subtitle. Subtitle are the headings. Uh, next next we have is H2 H3 elements. For heading elements, we are given color, font family, font weight, and line height is given to them. H2 H3 elements are having different font sizes. Then we can go to the header section. You can see header section. Header position is fixed. That is the reason it is fixed at the top of the entire desktop. Padding block is 15 pixel. Then we have width is 100%. Background color is given to it. Height, box shadow, overflow is hidden. Transition zoom is equal to 4. You can see the header which is fixed at the top of the website. Next we have header nav active. For it, we have height is 335 pixel. Transition duration is 0.3 second. Header container displays flex. Justify content is a space between align item to center. So this container is nothing but the container is the one which holds the nav bar. You can see div container. In this container only we have the logo, we have the buttons, and we have the entire nav bar and download CV also. So what we are doing is that we are giving display flex justify content space between. Because of that, we are having the both details are having the space between them and they are aligned exactly at the center of the header section. Next logo, for the logo we are giving color, font family, and font size. Then nav toggle button, this nav toggle button close button, this display will be none to it, and whenever we're gonna click, this is for the mobile version, right? So in the mobile version we don't have large space. You can see like we will be having this much small space like the portfolio master. You can see this how we are giving information here on the left side. So this will be the font size. So we cannot have the entire navbar to be displayed on the top because it will take a lot of space. So we don't have that space. So what we are doing, we are not keep an equal menu icon like I'm hovering onto this button. Here we will be having a menu icon, and whenever we click on that menu icon, what will happen is that it will trigger a JavaScript code. You can see here. So whenever we are taking const header, we are calling the header, referring the header here by creating a const header, and we are creating nav data toggle button over here. That button is nothing but you can see here is nav toggle button. So here these are the buttons that we are gonna use. The menu button for opening the menu bar, close outline button is to close the menu bar. So what will happen whenever these both are referred and event listener is added to. So whenever click on the button, it will add now the active list to the header, and this the splash list will be added to it by calling an active link to it. So when what will happen, it will display the menu bar in the, because you can see here right now what we are doing, we are keeping nav toggle button, close button as displays none, so it will be invisible to us. And whenever you click on those button, whenever you click on the button in the menu bar, then add event listener will work, and it will listen the click button, then it will add nav active and active button to it, because of which the display will become blocked. That means the menu bar will display in the uh, mobile. So we have navbar, position is absolute, top is 65 pixel, left is 0, width is 100%, position and given visibility is hidden. So this is what happens. So whenever it will add nav active, right? Whenever nav active is added to the header section, the visibility will become visible. So then only we'll see the nav bar, because we have visibility is hidden. So whenever we click on this button, whenever we click on the menu button, it will trigger the JavaScript code, it will listen the code, and then it will add nav active to it. And what does nav active will do? Nav active will be adding visibility equal to visible. So that then the menu icon will be menu bar will be displayed in the mobile section. For the nav link, we are giving the font sizes. These are very basic one, and you can know all of them. Nav link hover color change is there for the nav link. So whenever you hover onto this nav elements, the color of them will change into orange color. The nav button orange, we are adding background color is orange. Margin block start 15 pixel. You can see it is in the orange color. Then we can go to the hero section. So now let's go to the hero section. The hero section completes here. In the hero section, you can see we have main div, that is container. Then we have another div to have the hero banner. Image is added to here, and we are adding the all the information that we are having there. You can see we are adding this 5 years of experience and 500 plus projects done by using by doing this by adding div elements. Here you can see I'm using two paragraph elements inside a div, and similar way I am doing it for the projects also. Then we have another div for hero content div. In the hero content div, I am giving the information about by using the span and strong. These two tags, I'm using these two tags to give information about what I do, and paragraph element to give information. Then we have another div element for our buttons. One is for hire me and one is for about me button by using the anchor elements. You can see, let's go to the script. Let's go to the style of CSS file. So here you can see that we are using hero section. For the hero section, we are adding the background image, background repeat, no repeat, background size is given, color and minimum height is given. Display date, place items is center. You can see both elements are added exactly at the center of the website. Then we have hero banner. For the hero banner, we are giving width, height is given, background color is given, border radius, margin line, margin block and is given to them. And for the image, we are giving border radius inherent, and hero content text element is center, color is white. You can see the entire text is in white color and they are aligned exactly the center for this particular section. Then hero title strong elements, we are adding the information, and button group is nothing but display flex, desktop is wrap, justify content is center, align item is center, and gap is 10 pixel. You can see both of them have gap of 10 pixel and they are aligned exactly at the center. That is exactly at the center of this particular domain. And then go to the about section. So this is the about section. So in the about section, we have main div, that is container div. Then we have figure div. In the figure div, we have images, portfolio images that we have, and then we have another div for adding our skills that we are most fond of. That is, I am using ion icons to specify CSS3, JavaScript, as well as logo React. Then I am having about content, another div. In that div, I am adding by using the paragraph H2 elements, I am adding the information about me. And when adding an anchor tag to add my portfolio, to view my portfolio button, and whenever you click on this button, you will move to the portfolio section because I have added H reference to it. So you can see the about me section. Here is the about me section, and you can see how images are hovering onto each other by the positions, and this is the one we are building. You can go through the CSS now. You can see it displays none. Then about padding is 120 pixel. About banner, we are having a background color, border radius is given to it, margin block is 30 pixel. And for image cover, we are giving border radius inherent, and about is section title, section subtitle, section text name is left. You can see all these values. We are using section title, section subtitle, section text. All these values should be aligned exactly towards the left hand side. So you can see everything is aligned towards this side. Because in this section, for the about me text section, we want all of the data to align towards the left side. You can see the linear way. There is no gap. There is no discontinuity. That is added by doing this text line is on like this. When we have section title, section n, we are giving margin block n, which is 30 pixel. You can see the gap between them. Then we have the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, we can go to the portfolio section. We have main div, that is container. Then we have paragraph element for portfolio heading. Then host element for my amazing designs. Then paragraph element to add some more information. Then we have unordered list. In the unordered list, we have list item, and each list item has an anchor tag, anchor element with the uh, image for the portfolio. Then paragraph tag for the name, and history for the name of the website, and span element to view project, as well as we are adding an arrow forward icon by using the iron icon. The same code is copied again for 4 times for 4 projects. You can have different URLs you can add here to change the product and change information of that particular product for a particular project. The portfolio section here. So this is the portfolio section. This is the only one section we have here. There's one list item. You can see section title, section subtitle, margin block in this 1880 pixel. You can see here both are aligned towards the left hand side. Then we have portfolio list is display grid. Gap is 60 pixel. Each and every grid will having 60 pixel of gap in each and every section. Then we have portfolio card. For that, we are adding the background color with functions, font values, border radius. You can see the border radius here also. The curved edges is nothing but because of the border adding border radius, we are getting curved edges to the portfolio image. Then for the margin left line start is auto for the last child. Then we have portfolio card subtitle. For that we are adding card title, we are adding the maximum max width. Then we have button link. The button link is nothing but you can see here in the view project we have an arrow. This is the button link. Here we are adding the uh, style to it and displays flex. Align items is centers because we want both the name as well as the icon to be placed exactly in the same direction, the same line. So we are added display flex, align items is center, text transform is uppercase, and we also given color and font size to the icon. You can see we are given orange color. You can see orange color to the icon. Next we have the skill section. You can go to the skill section. This is the skill section. We have the main div as container. Then we have paragraph element for my skills heading. Then we have h2 for adding the heading. Then we add paragraph element to add some more information. Then we have an order list. And for this unordered list we are adding list item. And each and every list item has a div that is wrapper. And each div has there are two divs inside them. HT element to write the name and data element to add the percentage, that is 95%. This value is used to showcase the percentage of proficiency that you have. Let me show you to you in the image. You can see here the 95% is this is how you create this percentage in the CSS by using the HTML and CSS. In the HTML, we will mention the amount of percentage that we are good at. You can see 95%. The value is given as 95%. And you can see for the wrapper, we are giving width equal to 95. This is how you mention the width of the particular bar. And by mentioning that particular bar width, that is nothing but the proficiency in that particular one. You have 95%. So I'm giving 95%. A similar code is copied again for 4 times for the 6 times for 6 skills that are given, and for each one we are changing the width value as well as the value as well as for the width value the style for the wrapper element. You can go to the style.css file. In the skill section, the title and section text is given they are aligned exactly at the center, and below it we are giving the margin to them. Then we have section list which is display grid and gap is 25 pixel. You can see they're aligned in a grid format with a gap of 25 pixel each. Then we have wrapper. For the wrapper we are adding display flex, justify content is space between, align items is center. You can see the wrapper is this one, the HTML and the 95%. This line is nothing but the wrapper. Then we have, because we are adding space between, you can see HTML is at 1 end, 95% is at 1 end. When section title and section data, we are giving color, font size, font value. And for the skills progress box, we are giving background color. Height is 8 pixel and border radius is given to it. Because of the border radius only, we have this curved cylindrical bar to us. Skill progress, we are giving background color and border radius is infrared. Height is 100%. Next we can go to the contact section. In the contact section, you can see the contact section. We have main container div, and then we have another div that is contact card div. In that paragraph element, HTML element is used for the heading. Then we have div as wrapper. Inside div we have form for inputting input elements for text, email. Then we have text area for adding message. Then we have button element for the send message button. Then we always try to have the type function type first. If the user doesn't provide the required information that you want, then it will show as a error, as an error in the website itself, so that the user can mention. Because if you If you keep type equal to email, if the user doesn't provide at the date gmail.com or email.com, it will show as an error. So the user can correct it and it will enter the proper data. So definitely try to use the type in the form. Then we have another list for contact list event information like our address in one div. And then we have another div in the list item. Similar way that we are copying the first list item. And in that also we are using div for IN icon plus the mail icon. Then we have in the another div we are giving the information by using S3 as email. And then we are using the anchor tag to mention the email ID. Similar way we are doing it for the phone also. Then we can go to the contact CSS for that background color is given, padding, whatever it is given to it. You can see this card here because the contact card has a background to it. You can see the contact card. Then that card is in card format, and for that we're giving padding as well as border radius is given to it. And because of the border radius, we have the curved edges to the contact card. Then for the contact card, we have subtitle. For that, we're adding the colors as well as font size. Then we are adding steps. And the text time is towards the left. You can see towards the left hand side. The text is moved, not towards the center, not towards the right, towards the left hand side. So you can see how they are aligned towards the left hand side, straight line. Then we have contact font. Then we have contact input. For each and every input value, we are adding background color is given to that, border radius is given to them. You can see the border radius, small curved edges to the input elements. And for the text area also, then we have placeholder that is color is given to them. That is nothing but you can see the faded color name, email and message. Then we have button submit. Button for the button submit, we are giving the same values of the button. You can see here, whenever we hold on to this button, the send button, send the message text will get orange color and the background will change into white color. That is given here because we are hovering onto the button, we are changing the color as well as the background color. Then we have contact item flex center. You can see this flex center is nothing but this is the one, the address, email and phone. For that we are adding flex as center, so they are aligned exactly the center in the box. Next we have contact icon. For the icon I'm giving background color, then I'm giving font size, padding and border radius. That when we can go to the contact link, that whenever we hover onto it, it will show white color. You can see for the email as well as for the phone, whenever you hover onto this email ID and phone number, it will change color into bright white color. Here we have the footer section. You can see the footer section. Inside we have main div, that is container div. Then we have paragraph element for all types results. Then we have another list for terms of condition by using list element and anchor tag to have two terms of condition as privacy policy. Then we have another anchor tag outside of the footer for top back to top button. Whenever you click on this button, it will move back to the starting page. First, let's go to the footer element. Footer background color is given to it, padding is given, copyright. Copyright is nothing but the name that we are giving here. Max width is max content, margin is auto. Then we have copyright link. And for that, we are using display as inline block and transition is given to them. Then we have copyright link hover. So whenever you hover onto those links, then the color will change into white color. And that is footer list, mass content and auto. Then footer list displays inline block, margin is given to them. Then you can see footer link, whenever you hold on to it, the color will change. This back to top button is nothing but, so when in the website we are adding an anchor tag for back to top. So whenever you click on it, it will go to the top because we are giving anchor tag h reference is top. So this top h reference is nothing but, you can see here in the starting page for the body element we are giving id equal to top. So it will move, it is referring to this position. So whenever you click on this button, whenever you click on this anchor tag back to top anchor tag, it will move back to the starting page. For that, we are adding the styles of CSS here. You can see color, font size is given, position is fixed. Bottom towards the right hand side, you can see at this particular end of the website, you can see the back to top button. And whenever the back to top button is active, after you can see right equal to minus 5 pixel, opacity is 1, visibility is visible, then it will be visible to whenever we are in the home section, that is in the first section of the website, it will be invisible to us. It will not be shown in the website. And whenever we move to the next section, like in the about section, then we will be able to see that, because we will add it add to button to it back to top. Then we have After Effect, and for the After Effect, top equal to 10 pixel, left is equal to calculate 100%. We move to the top side for first slide whenever we add After Effect to it. So you can see the script here, that is the JavaScript function that gives you that. Here is the one. So back to top, we are referring to the data back to top. Here you can see the query element back to top. So we are referring here in the JavaScript, and we are creating a constant as back to top, back top button. And whatever we are doing, we are using the Windows add event listener, and whenever you scroll, just think that right now I'm in the home section, so it is not necessary to showcase the back to top button. So whenever I'm scrolling down to the next section, then the Windows scroll will go into 100, it will move out, and because of that, it will add active list to it. Active list, what it will do, the active will make visibility visible, and that means it will showcase back to top button towards your right hand side, and uh, it will show you to the right hand side. And whenever you click on that button, back to top button, because we are adding the h reference to it, you can see we are adding the h reference here, but we are simply adding the h reference, that is to the top, will be moved back to the starting page of the position. That is done here. Next, we can go to the responsive media query. So until now, we have seen the mobile version. For the mobile version, we have done all the coding up to now. And for increasing the values, we are going to increase the values for the desktop or tab version, where larger size in versions, minimum of the 600. From the 600 pixel onwards, these values will be applied to them, because we are adding edited media to it. Then we can say we know it is 768. This is 768 and above. That is for the tab version, and above desktop version, we are adding these changes. Responsive web design is nothing. If you are able to make one end, you have to make either it can be desktop end or towards the mobile end. Make one version completely, then change those values according to the size of it. You can use the Chrome. By using the Chrome inspect function also, you can be able to know how much amount of value if you have changed. That font size is too big for the mobile version, so let me reduce this font size. The images are aligning in the horizontal side. I want them to be aligned in the vertical direction, because they should be displayed in the mobile version. I don't want them to be go outside of the mobile version, so it looks bad. So to make that, we are going to make display grid. Then flex direction, we are grid or flex direction we are using. Then display flex, then we are using flex direction column. So all the values will be aligned in the column direction, that is towards the vertical direction. Such values are changed. So there is nothing difficulty in doing anything, but first you have to master a way that you have to complete perfectly either mobile version or desktop version. Then you can change the values. These all values you can see. Grid template column, we are using one. Uh, Only one will be displayed in the desktop version. In the mobile version, it will display lot. Then we can see 992. This is for the main desktop version. You can see the font size values are changing towards the 6.4, 3.5, because we in the desktop version we want the data to be in huge, right, in big case, so that we can be able to see them perfectly. So for that purpose only, we are changing the font size values to higher values. Then you can see the container nav toggle button, because we don't want nav toggle button to be visible in the desktop version. We only want it to be visible in the mobile version, so that whenever we click on it, the menu bar can be visible. So we are using displays none. You can see these are values are very simple values. The changes will take place only in the display. You can see display flex, align items to center. We are aligning all those values in center. Uh, in the mobile version, we cannot have the entire navbar in the mobile top bar, so that is the reason we are hiding it towards the left hand side or towards the right hand side, using hidden using after we are doing it. That is one of the CSS important things. Before and after display functions like flex, grid. Then you also need to learn position values, that is position absolute, position is relative. These are the main topics in CSS. They give a lot of knowledge to you. It will give your website very responsive and very important topics are these only. So these all values will change. You can see left, bottom, small changes are there. That is only value changes will be there. We are not adding any new content here. Only value changes will be there to them. And display values will change from column to in the column direction to horizontal direction, because the row direction because right now we are in the desktop version there, so we have a lot of space, so we want them to align in the row direction itself. You can see display grid with template column is given and align items is center. You can see these all values, they are just small change in values. That's all. We are not adding any new values to it. We are just changing the values based on the size of the screen. So that's all. This is the entire website that we're gonna build. This is the home section. This is the about section. Then we have the portfolio section and skill section. Then we have the contact section. Go back to the home. So if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. It takes really lot of time and efforts for explaining you, for creating this website, and for also explaining this website line by line code. Definitely try to let me know if you have any suggestions in the comment section. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. So now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section, the navbar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav links, skills on that, and download CV button. Then you can see the text, and you can see the space between each and how they are aligned perfectly, and you can see the hover effect. And by using the border radius, we are able to have this curve at the edges. It is a CSS. Then you can see how we aligned the frame boxes with 3 align on by using the position absolute. Next we have is our about section. You can see in the about section we have used ion icons. We have used them to display here, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the position. By using the position value, how we are aligning the images one on the another, and how they are aligned at particular positions of the on the website. Then we have the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on it. Zoom in, and you can see the button here, view project button, and you can implement as many projects as you want. Then we have the my skills section, and by using the bar, this is done by using CSS and HTML, and by that we are able to showcase how much percentage of proficiency that we have in the particular skill that we are in. You can see 95% in HTML, JavaScript 90%. This is one of the ways to showcase your skills by using HTML and CSS. We have done that. Now you can see the contact me form. You can see the focus, the background around the button, how neatly we have aligned it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, as well as we have integrated the ion icons into our website. You can see phone, email, and the hover effect on the email ID and mobile number. Then this is the terms and conditions, and to go back to the top, you can click on this button so that we will be moved back to the starting page. So we have this entire website is responsive, that is it is also available in mobile and tab version. Let me show you that. So this is the desktop version that we have seen now, and now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how neatly they are aligned in the mobile screen size, based on mobile screen size, and you can see the menu bar here. This is the menu bar, and you can see how we are able to move from one tab to the another tab, that is one section to the another section, by clicking on the menu element. And we have you can see how the smooth animation effect. and everything is aligned perfectly. The source code is available in the description. If you want to create such amazing projects and learn web development, definitely try to visit the channel and try to build these projects on your own. The source code is also available for any queries. You can go through the source code and try to learn how I have aligned all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for creating such an amazing website. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching this. The full tutorials, line by line code explanations are available on my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now we are in the nav bar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav elements, and you can see the hover effect on the button, that is contact me button, and we have download CV button. Next you can see how we have aligned the data perfectly by having a proper space between them by using margin bottom. Then we have the social media icons. You can see the hover effect, the skills that we are good at. And next, in the next section, you can see this is our service section, and whenever we hover onto it, the background color will change, as well as the icon color also will change from black to orange. You can see that. Next we have the freelance uh, bar. Then we have our clients, and you can switch from one client to another client reviews. You can also call the testimonials section. Then we have the projects, recent projects. You can see the hover effect on them. Next we have our blog. See the hover effect. You see the image perfectly aligned, exactly the center, and you can see the box effect like the 3D box. Next we have our contact form. Our icons, and send message button. You can see the social media icons and copyright. This website is entirely responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile version. Let me show you it. Show it to you. So this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly we have aligned each and every section. It's aligned perfectly for the mobile size. And you can see the bar also. You can see by clicking on it, we have the menu bar. This website source code is available in the description. Definitely try to build this project, and if you want full tutorials are also available in the YouTube channel of our channel. And if you want to learn web development, definitely try to build this project. All the source codes are available in the description, and the tutorials also, line by line code tutorials also available in the website, available in the YouTube channel of my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. And entire project is built using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Ion icons are used, and the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's go through the line by line code for making this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So right now we are in the index.html file. You can see this. And right now we are in the head section. We have the meta tags. Then we have the title tag. We have title tag for the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio website. Then we have linked our Google API and Google font families, as well as we have linked JavaScript delivery. This is one of the JavaScript libraries that we have, and we have also linked the style.css file. You can see here, this is the style.css file. This is the style.css file. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, we have the first div, that is site main wrapper. This is the first starting form, and we are having the button element. In that button element we are using image tag to have hamburger svg file. Then we have another div, that is, this is for the mobile nav bar. For the mobile nav bar we are creating this, we are having a button with times svg, which is nothing but the menu icon, you can say. Then we have another list for the list items, that is our nav elements, nav links, about services, testimonial, and work. Then we have our header tag. In the header tag we have the main container. Inside the container we have the main navbar for the desktop, and in that navbar we have a div for having the logo svg. Then we have another div for having the anchor elements for each and every section, that is home, about, service, testimonial, and work. And we are referring, h reference is nothing but when whatever the hashtag value that we are giving here to that particular section, whenever we click on it, we will be moved to that particular section. Here I am providing hashtag about. You can see here I have for the section id equal to about. This about, it will call to this about. So whenever you click on this about button in the navbar, then it will move to the about section. Then we have another div for contact me button. Then the navbar ends, and in the second div element we have the data, that is, first div we have the image, portfolio image. In the second div we have the information, that by using heading tags, that is h6 h1 heading tags, and span element is to highlight any value. Then we use span element and we will give specific css values to them. Then we have the paragraph element to write description of description. Then we have another div element and button tag for download cv button. This is, then the header ends here. Now let's go with the css also. Then here we are importing utilities.css file. You can see this is the utilities.css file. These are the you can say that these are the most widely used values that we are returning in one css file, and we are importing it to the main css file. You can see we have flex, this is displays flex. Then we have item center, align items is center. So now we don't have to write align item center to each and every section. We can just add this items.center as class to any specific section in the index.html. Then we will get this value over there. Justify between. Then we have button. For the button element we are adding padding, font size, font weight is given, border is 2 pixels solid, transparent. These all values are given to the button element, and you can see the button also in the image. Let me show you the image so that you can be able to understand it perfectly. Here you can see this button element. So this same button format is also used. The difference is that whenever we hover onto the download CV button, we will get the glow, like the blue color background will come, and the contact text will convert into black color. For that we are here, what we are doing here, we are creating a button first having those same border elements. You can see how similar both buttons are, download CV as well as contact me button. Then we are separating them by using button primary and button primary hover, and button secondary and button secondary hover. So by changing small values, all the remaining values are the same. We are just changing the background color and color of the text. So that is how we are doing it. Next we have flex one, then justify center is center. So these are the most widely used one. So I'm writing in them in the utility.css file, and I'm importing it to the main css file by using @import. And root element is nothing but whatever the values that you want to use in this website, that is in the each and every section. You don't want to repeat those values. You don't want to write hash beat 3dcf03. You don't want to write everywhere. So you are giving a name to it, and you are writing those values in the root element. And when the way that we call those values is by using var element. You can see here background var of dark. Dark is nothing but, here you can see dark. That means this color will be added to this particular background of the header section. So we are just going to import it by using var element. Then we have body, for that font family is added, that is poppins. Then we have HTML. Then we have star, that is the basic default values, padding is 0, margin is 0, box shadow is border box, WebKit font smoothing is aerialized. Then we have header section, we are adding background color and clip path. Then we have container. This is the main container. This is default container. Maximum width is 1152 pixel, and padding is given to it. Then margin is 0 and auto. Then this media query is for minimum width 576. That is 576 and above screen size devices only these values will apply. So responsiveness is nothing but first you will try to make any website in the mobile version or in the desktop version, then you will change those values just by changing their font size values or changing the display values. Like you in the desktop version we have lot of space. So what we are doing, we're gonna align grid by using saying that we can have 3 grids in the desktop version because the space is more. The mobile version we cannot have 3 div sections in the same row, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna change the grid type to one in each section. That means one after the another the div will be placing. So that is done. Small changes are done in the by using edited media and mentioning the screen size. Here I am mentioning minimum width is 576. That means 576 and above width elements. That means desktop tab version. These values will be applied to them. Then next we have header nav element, and to the left we are adding color, and for them we are adding these values. Text transform is uppercase. You can see here in the next you can see all these values are having uppercase only. You can see home, about, services, testimonial, work. Then we can see hover effect, that is primary, padding, margin right, padding, width, color, font size. We are giving value to each and every span element. You can see span element. I am giving this primary. You can see for the span element, that is developer or Abhiram Tej, these are under the span element, so they're getting different color than the remaining one are getting white color. So by separating those elements that you want to highlight more, you can use span element. You can, like here you can see the span element. Here you can see for the developer I'm adding span element. Then section, then we can go to the about section. Let's go to the about section. So now we are in the about section. You can see the main div, that is container, which is flex, displays flex, item center. You can see these all values are already available in which are available in utilities. So I am directly adding them as classes to that particular section. Then these CSS values are directly aligned to this particular section already, so that we don't have to write for each and every section, align item center, that these values we don't have to write again and again. So I'm adding them to the class section. That is the main reason why we have given use utility.css file. And we have first image section, then we have another section for having the information by using h1 h3 elements. These are heading tags. Then we have paragraph element for the description. Then we have another div for social div, that is nothing but to have our social. Here I have added our what you call this. These are the main skills that I have used here. Then the section ends here. Here you can see that I have the small changes is there. I don't have, this is not okay. Then the about section ends here. I forgot. Okay, next let's go to the CSS file. We can go to the about section here. That is here we are adding the height value to it. Then we are adding margin, bottom, font size, font weight, all these small values. Next we have font family /2. For specific one we can use this value. Then displays flex, you can see the about the PNG, so that you can understand here. This for this social for these icons we are using display as flex. For displays flex is given. Then we can then we have for the anchor element, that is nothing but here you can see for these values we are giving anchor tag elements. We are adding background, displays flex, align items is center, justify item is center, width is 40 pixel, and because we are adding border radius equal to 50%, we will get an exact circle background, that is black color background to it. And we are using hover effect, and for the ion icons we are using, so whenever you hover onto the icons, for that we are adding font size and color equal to orange color. You can see the color orange color is added to them for the icons. And next section heading, section span, section heading plus paragraph elements. Next we can go to the services section. These all values, there's font size, basic values. Most of them I have already covered in the utilities. Then we have service section. Then we are having container. The first container we are having h1 element, that is heading element. You can see section heading element, which is already given here. Section heading element. You can see color is given to that, and we are added color. Text align is center. Margin bottom is center. Line height is center. So that just one second. Let me show you the services image. You can see our services and heading both are added exactly at the center of the page. That is done by using this CSS value, that is text align center. Then we have a card section, card wrapper. In that we have div sections. In the first div we are adding an icon, that is a slash icon post slash. Then we are adding h2 element for the heading and paragraph element to let you know what the profession is dealing with. The same div element is copied again for 4-5 times. You can copy as many as you want, as many as many professions that you are doing. Like I am having web developer, I'm a web developer, video editor, e-commerce website developer, and I have a responsive web design also. I'm doing, I'm a Canva designer, app development. You can add as many as you want. For that I'm using each and every div, separate divs, and I'm wrapping all these divs in one div, that is nothing but card wrapper div. You can see all these divs are inside another div, whole div, that is nothing but card wrapper div. Then we can go to the style.css. Heading tags have been completed. Next, service section of service background we are giving. You can see card, for the card wrapper what we are giving, displays grid template column repeat 3 1fr. So that is the reason we are having 3 elements. You can see 3 1fr means 3 elements are placed in one row. Then it will go to the next one, it will place the remaining one. Grid, this is how you use a grid element. And you can mention the grid column gap is 2rem. Grid row gap is 6rem. Column gap is nothing but the gap between each and every section is column gap, and the gap between one row to another row is column row gap. You can see a grid row gap 6rem. And for each card also we are giving background color is white, padding position is given to them, and we are also gonna give values to the ion icon, that is position is absolute. Whenever you give position as absolute, it will hover onto the element. So it will hover onto this div element, that is the parent element, and this icon will become the child element. And because we are added the position is absolute, for that we are given the values to make it center, and we are given color as dark color. You can see it is in black in color. And we are added you can see h2 element, paragraph element, we are given font size, color values, and we have given whenever we hover onto the card element, background will become dark. You can see the background color will become dark, and the text will change, this text color will change into white color. You can see here paragraph element, that the whenever we hover onto it, we can change the paragraph element, will change pure, which is nothing but white color, and the ion icon will change into orange color. You can see here whenever you hover onto it, the background will change into black color, the text will change into white color, and the icon will change into orange color. That is done by hover effect. Whenever you hover onto it, this is how you mention hover. Next we have the section freelancer. Then we have small section, that is freelance section. In that we have h1 element, that is a heading element, then paragraph element, then download CV button. You can see that freelance website here. Just one second. This is the freelance website, freelance page. For that we are adding the text align is center, background color linear gradient, and we are adding the image. This is how you integrate two things. You can see here that we are added an image, and we have a light blurrish background, so that you can be able to see the background image. At the same time the text will be appearing darker way, so that you can understand, you can be able to know what text has been written on it. This is how you combine gradient with our image. Then color is added to it, clip path is given, then padding bottom, freelance h1, then paragraph, for them values are given. Then we can go to the review section, that is nothing but review section. This is the review section. This is also you can also say it as testimonial section also. Here we are adding the main div, that is a section heading. We have already gone through this, and paragraph element. These both values will be aligning at the center of the page. You can see this is the one. We will align our lines. We provide high quality services for your business. Align exactly at the center, because we have added section heading class to it. Then we have slider div. This is the main div. Inside we have single divs for each and every project that we are building. First we have an image, then we have paragraph element, then we have span element to to add the person's name. The same div is copied again. Here I am copying it for 4 times, and I am using another div, that is slide dots div. This div is to slide from one section to one side, because we are only displaying one testimonial at one time. Then to move from one section to this section, you can see these dotted elements below it. So when you click on it, it will move, and it will also slide frequently, like 2 seconds after it will slide automatically. So for that we are adding the values. Then for the slide value, we are aligning text align is center, displays flex, align items is center, flex direction is column. You can see one after the another they are aligned, and the entire values you can see they're aligned exactly towards the center. The image, the data, and the princess name is aligned exactly at the center of the div. Then for the paragraph element, we are adding font family, color, and margin, span. Then dots. For the dots, you can see list style is none. Displays flex. This is important because it will surely display. Justify content is center. You can see the dots are aligned exactly at the center. Next we have section view slide dots button. This is the slide dot button. For that we are adding the font size 0, width is 8 pixel, height is 5 pixel. You can see small dots. For that we have given these values. Color is also given to it, background color. Then we can go to the work section, that is our portfolio section. The work section, we have the main container. Inside the main container h1, that is section dot heading, then paragraph element. These both will be aligned at exactly at the center. Then we have card wrapper element. Inside that card wrapper we have a div. In that div is nothing but card div. Then inside that div we have an overlay, which is span. This in span portfolio anchor tag with web development. And then we have an image. This same div is copied again. As many projects as you want, you can copy here. Then I will let you know why I have written it as overlay here. Class is overlay is given to it. First let me show you the image. Portfolio, yes, portfolio image. You can see this effect, the hover effect is given to it, that you will understand it. Maybe let me tell you. So here I am giving card wrapper is the main div that holds all the elements. So we are giving displays grid template column repeat 3 1fr. That is the reason we are having 3 portfolios, 3 projects, and then it will go to the next section. So here what I am doing next, we have is the card. For that we are giving position is relative, height is given, and card. Then we are going for the overlay. Here I am giving position as absolute. So what happens whenever you give position absolute, then it will act as a child element and it will hover onto the image. That is the reason car rental and web development, these two are divs. You can see here it overlay is a div. In that we have portfolio and web development. These two values are there. These two values will act as child and it will hover onto the portfolio PNG that we have given here. That is only happening here. You can see it will hover onto it. For that we are giving background color, and we are giving displays flex, justify content is center. So the values will be aligned exactly the center, and it will happen when you hover onto that button. You can see whenever you hover onto it, then only the opacity value will become 1. Opacity is 0 means it will be, even if you hover onto it, it will not be visible to you. And whenever you hover onto the card, then overlay opacity will become 1. It will be visible to you like this way. You can see here in the image. Okay, next for the anchor element, the image, then we can go to the block section. So now we are in the block section. Same way, in the main div we have h1 element, that's a heading, and paragraph element. Then we have card wrapper, then we have div for card, and here we have the main first div, that is image wrapper, that is we are going to have the image. Then we have the second div for the card content. In that we are using anchor element and h1 element to add the data, and span element. Then we are adding paragraph tag to have more information, and anchor tag for no more button. Same div is copied again. For three times. Let me show you the image so that you can understand it perfectly. You can see I'm having 3 div values here, and you can see because I'm adding section heading, our log has been added exactly at the center of the page. So this card wrapper, you can see displays grid template repeat is 3 1fr. So we are going to have 3 aligned exactly in the row format, one after the another. And you can see here that for the image we are giving height width is given, object fit is cover, then card content padding is given to them, h1 anchor tag, and you can see for anchor element whenever you hover onto it the color will change, and then span paragraph element, then we have read more button, the font size is given to it. Then for the card wrapper we are giving, you can see these are values. Then we can go to the card wrapper, that is for the contact section. Can go to the contact section. In the contact section we have the heading tag, that is h1 element, paragraph tag. Then we have again card wrapper div, three divs I am using here to mention three elements, that is one is phone number, by using ion icon I'm using for call icon, then I am adding h1 element for mobile, and h6 element, that is heading tag, for adding the mobile number. Similarly I'm copying it and changing it into email us, email name, email id, visit office, office address. Three sections I am using. Then after that I'm having a form, that is the form element I'm using. Inside we am using input wrap, one is the input div for both input elements, one is text and one is the email. The reason to use type element is that whenever you give a form in form, the user is typing any data into it, and if the user is not typing at the date gmail.com, then it will not consider it as an email at all, so it will showcase as an error that you have forgotten to mention at the date gmail.com. So it will give a validation before submitting your form to it, so that you can be able to get proper valid information. That is the reason every time try to mention type to it. Then we have another div for input text, and text area is given. Text area is whenever you want to have more space or more information that you want to take from the user rather than one liner, then you can mention this, you can use this text area and you can mention column and rows numbers. Then we have button wrapper. Here I am using button for the send message button. You can see the image, contact me image. Let me show you. This is the contact form. Because we are using section heading, it's gonna add exactly at the center of the page. Then I'm using the elements, that is our icons. You can go to here, card wrapper, card, text and is center, and then we are adding ion icon. For the ion icon, margin bottom is here, font size is 2m. You can see the size of the icon. Then h1 h6 elements, for that we are adding the font size, color values. Then for the input wrap, we are using grid template column repeat to 1fr. You can see for the input wrap we are adding two elements, one is your name and your email. They are aligned here one beside another, because we are using grid template column is 2. That is the reason we are adding two elements. Then for the input wrap 2 we are using display flex direction is column. That is the reason we are having your subject, and then we are having your messages one after the another, because we are using flex direction as column direction. You can see flex direction is column. Input values, then for them we are adding the padding border values, and whenever you hover onto any of it, outline will become none. Button wrapper, you can see text icon is center, the send message button, they are aligned exactly at the center. Next we can go to the footer section. In the footer section we have social media icon, that is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, by using the anchor elements in footer social tag. And then we have second div, that is for the copyright div. We can see the footer and footer logo here. For the footer social elements we are using margin top and footer social margin bottom, so color values are given to them. And for the copyright element also we are giving color value. And site main wrapper, this is for the image that we have used in the first section. Then this is the mobile nav. For the mobile nav, you can consider this, you can see all these images, right? Images, index.html, logo file, you consider this as the mobile. Then in the mobile version we don't have large space, right, to have the entire nav bar in the section, right? So what we are doing, let me show you. So we don't have this much space, like in the desktop mode we have a lot of space, so we are having the nav bar exactly the center. But in the mobile screen we don't have that much space, right? So we are gonna hide that nav bar at one side by making it minus value, and then whenever you click on the menu icon, then it will come into the section by using the JavaScript. So for that, first of all, what we are doing is that for that mobile nav, we are adding position is fixed, top is 0, left is 0, z index is 1001, background is given to them, weight is 100%, these values are given to it. And then for the open, transform is called translate x direction is towards right side to left side, horizontal is translate x means from the horizontal direction it will move. So here you have minus 100%, right? So it will go outside of the mobile view, so we will not be able to see it. Whenever you click on it, this open class will be added to the main nav bar. Let me show you that. So here, one section, here we can see mobile nav. For this one, we will add this open class. When it will add means, let me show you the JavaScript code for it. So you can see here slide this arrow for this is for the slider dots that we have in the section in the client section. Here you can see what I'm doing. I'm referring those values, the times and mobile nav view. You can see here you can see hamburger, then mobile nav view and times. These three I'm referring here, and I'm creating three constants. Then it will move to that, then it will add open to it. So open, what will happen to the open is what, transform translate x equal to 0, so it will be visible to the mobile version. So it will come out of the minus 100 means it will go out of the mobile view, and translate x equal to 0 means it will be come inside the mobile view, and you will be able to see the nav bar. That JavaScript code is done here. And whenever you click on the cross icon, you can see whenever you click on the class icon, then it will close, then it will remove the open style.css file. That means it will remove it. Then transform translate will become minus 100 again, so it will move out of the mobile view. So this is the entire code for the website portfolio. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and the source code is available in the description. Definitely try to visit the channel for more tutorials. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now we are in the nav bar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav elements, and you can see the hover effect on the button, that is contact me button, and we have download CV button. Next you can see how we have aligned the data perfectly by having a proper space between them by using margin bottom. Then we have the social media icons. You can see the hover effect, the skills that we are good at. And next, in the next section, you can see this is our service section, and whenever we hover onto it, the background color will change, as well as the icon color also will change from black to orange. You can see that. Next we have the freelance uh, bar. Then we have our clients, and you can switch from one client to another client reviews. You can also call that testimonials section. Then we have the projects. Recent projects, you can see the hover effect on them. Next we have our blog. See the hover effect. You see the image perfectly aligned exactly at the center, and you can see the box effect like the 3D box. Next we have our contact form. Our icons, and send message button. You can see the social media icons and copyright. This website is entirely responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile version. Let me show you it. Show it to you. So this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly we have aligned each and every section. It's aligned perfectly for the mobile size. And you can see the bar also. You can see by clicking on it, We have the menu bar. This website source code is available in the description. Definitely try to build this project, and if you want full tutorials are also available in the YouTube channel of our channel. And if you want to learn web development, definitely try to build this project. All the source codes are available in the description, and the tutorials also line by line code tutorials also available in the website, available in the YouTube channel of my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. And entire project is built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Ion icons are used, and the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.